The cops, police, they decide to hold a 6-year-old at gunpoint with her mother. Aurora police, the same police department, right, responsible for the death of Elijah McClain. Let me go to the video.
If you're not involved, please step back. I just appreciate
At gunpoint. Let's put it at full mass. The same Aurora Police Department involved in the death of Elijah McClain also held a little black girl, 6 years of age, at gunpoint. The city has now reached a settlement. The 2020 police officers in Aurora, they faced controversy after a viral video showing Brittany Gilliam face down on the hot pavement of a parking lot with her 6-year-old daughter and 12-year-old sister, as well as her 2 teenage nieces. Everybody is a child. Above them stand a group of Aurora police having their guns drawn. The department previously said they were conducting a high-risk traffic stop, which calls for them to have their guns drawn to order the subjects to stop, to get on the ground. The officer said the reason for the stop was because the vehicle had a license plate that matched the stolen car. Per the body camera footage on the Aurora police officers, each girl was placed in handcuffs, right? As if the 6-year-old and the 12-year-old or the other, they're the ones who stole the car. So they're placed in handcuffs. The officers also attempted to detain the 6-year-old whose screams rang the loudest above the other girls as she pleaded, "Mommy, no, mommy, no, mommy, no," in the video as she watched her mother being taken into a patrol car. Turns out Gilliam and the girls weren't the ones the cops were looking for. The police ended up falsely identifying their license plate as the one belonging to the stolen car. The digits were right, but the dumbasses didn't realize the state was wrong. Okay, it's clearly on the license tag. The car was not stolen at all. Everybody's innocent. Everybody was just having a day out with the family. That's it. Nothing more. The real stolen vehicle isn't even a car, by the way. It's a motorcycle, which was also part of the report that they missed somehow. There's more. In reaching a settlement over 3 years later, the Denver suburb of Aurora has agreed to a $1.9 million settlement with Gilliam and the girls to resolve a lawsuit that claimed the police officers' actions were evidence of profound and systemic racism. A lawyer for the family, David Lane, announced on Monday the money will be evenly divided among Gilliam and the 4 girls, with the girls' portions being placed into annuities so that the money will grow by the time they can access it when they're 18. I think that's a great idea. It's so sad they had to experience this. So sad. One of the officers who stopped the car, Darian Dasco, was suspended for a whopping 160 hours. He and the other officer, Madison Moen, still work for the department. The children were also provided with therapy by the city. An investigation by prosecutors found no evidence that the officers committed any crimes, only that they are complete dumbasses. I added that part. DA didn't say that I said that. So what do we have? We have overzealous policing, hyperaggression, ignorance. Okay, so the report says it's from another state. You clearly see the tag. And it says it's a motorcycle. This is clearly not a motorcycle, but you decide it's a high-risk stop, guns out. You don't ask a second question. I do believe racism was involved, hyper-aggressive, or if it's not as pronounced, it doesn't matter. The end result is the same, implicit bias or aggressive bias. And then once you hear children screaming, a 6-year-old, a 12-year-old, other teenagers, you could not deduce quickly that this is not a high-risk stop at all. This is a family. And something doesn't seem right. Maybe I need to look back at the information, but they didn't. They detained them, they put them in handcuffs, and now you have taxpayers footing the bill because, well, defunding the police is okay as long as the police are doing it. Wosny, thoughts?
This is, we all have bad days, Dr. Richey. We all accept that. Oftentimes when police officers have bad days, the worst can happen, but this goes beyond just having a bad day. This is gross incompetence. Just the idea that you're looking for a stolen car and you can't even match the tags to the car, to the people. And then outside of that, you don't have just the human component of understanding like, these don't seem like the typical carjackers. Maybe I should do a little bit of extra work in, trying to ascertain as to whether these people committed this crime. It's just gross incompetence. There's no other way to put it. Obviously, the police department should have to pay the price as far as restitution to these victims. But, we see it all over and over again. And I wonder if even after a fine like this, even after a settlement like this department is gonna do the top-down cleanup that it's gonna take to get this stuff out of their department.
That's right. All of those cops were on the same page, right? That's the part that's insane.